Hello and welcome to Homescreen. I'm your host, Johan Wyckoff, and with me as always is the lovely and always fantastic Ethan LaFerrier. Ethan, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you tonight?
Doing just fine, doing just fine. And it's been a great day for gaming news as well, with a bunch of updates from Blizzcon, actually. Let's take a look right into that. So, first things first, I think there's a new update for StarCraft, right?
Yep.
Right. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
The big thing is that the entire game is becoming free to play, which is huge. I never really understood why StarCraft was like $40 or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's super nice.
Yeah, definitely. And is this like classic StarCraft, or is this like the newer one?
It's the entire campaign, I think, including like the newest campaign. There's still some stuff that's stuck behind a paywall, but like you can play ranked for free. You can unlock it for free. And overall, just the entire game is kind of being moved towards a free-to-play system, which is a good thing.
Fantastic. Let's check in on some of the other new news from BlizzCon. So, big new announcement from Overwatch. Actually, a new character, Moira. She is the newest support character from Talon. Both kind of blending like a blend of Zenyatta and also a little bit different, as she doesn't throw balls to heal, but rather to
She's like beams.
Yeah, beams or streams. Like either you could stream for heal, or you could stream for poison, and that kind of works out. And there's a lot of interesting things because she adds on to the overarching story to Overwatch. But, you know, I'm just excited that there's a new character who's freaking Irish.
I know a lot of people were asking for a new support, or an evil support character as well, so they pretty much gave everyone exactly what they asked for.
Definitely.
Also with Overwatch, you have a new map, Blizzard World.
Awesome.
Which when I saw the trailer for this, I thought it was an actual theme park that they were opening up.
Really?
Yeah, called Blizzard World.
Oh, that would be so
Which would have been cool, but I guess not.
It's not. It's only an Overwatch map, which is both assault and payload. So on one half of the map, you get to take care of many objectives. And on the other half, you gotta capture a payload and then move it to its objective.
And it looks so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I could talk all forever, but we don't have that much time for it. So moving on from that, we have World of Warcraft Classic.
This was probably the biggest announcement at BlizzCon. The biggest surprise for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like all of its classic servers are being reamped, remodeled, and renovated for all the vanilla World of Warcraft players, and it's been asked multiple times, and now we have it.
And denied. They said they would never do it.
Yeah,
and then they did.
Yeah, and then they did. So take that, Blizzard.
There's also a new expansion for a while.
Oh yeah.
Battle for Azeroth.
Battle for Azeroth.
Yep. They're focusing mainly on the battle between the Horde and the Alliance. So kind of going along with the announcement of World of Warcraft Classic, instead of having like the big bad guy that everyone's trying to fight. They're going back to the more old school Horde versus Alliance focus, which is super, super cool.
Well, yeah, of course.
Level cap raised to 120. And then there's a new island system. Instead of just one new continent, there's I think there's two. And they're calling it like an island system.
Okay, so instead of like one big map, you have two bigger maps.
Two smaller maps.
Two smaller maps. I know my islands. All right, moving on from that. New announcement from Heroes of the Storm. We have two new characters, Hanzo Hasashi from Overwatch with his twin dragons, and also Alexstrasza. I've never heard of Alexstrasza.
She's from World of Warcraft.
Well, that explains it. But these two are dragons, and they both add a little bit extra because Hanzo is going to be the third Overwatch character in Heroes of the Storm. And
fourth, right?
Fourth.
Zarya, Genji, Tracer.
Yeah, Zarya.
Nyanza.
Fourth. I know my numbers. And then for World of Warcraft, I think it's going to be the 10th or 11th.
I have no idea there.
Yeah, I have no idea either. That's why I'm making up numbers. But anyways, these are the two new characters, both dragon themed, and they're looking to be pretty interesting. There was a cinematic trailer based around them, so
which was cool.
Yeah, which was very cool. And then that's all there is to it. Moving on from there, we have a new Hearthstone update, kobolds and catacombs. And let me be the first to say, those aren't kobolds. I mean, the kobolds are like lizard people, but not like rats with candles. But nevertheless, this is a new expansion to the Hearthstone card game. This has an expansion for a lot of the different little items and and packs that you can get with Hearthstone, as well as just some new legendaries sprinkled in.
There's also a new card, Marin the Fox, that you can get tomorrow, kind of as like a pre-release. Every expansion, they've got the one free card that they just give everybody, and this is the one for this set, so you can get it tomorrow.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I think that is all for gaming news and new releases, BlizzCon edition. Thank you so much, and tune in next as we're going to play a game of Zombie Flux. So stick around. And then I'm just going to discard this one. Oh, hey, how's it going? We're playing Zombie Flux with Aaron Miller from Real Talk and also that guy, Max Harding. How's it going? How's it going, guys?
How's it going?
It's going great.
Fantastic.
I'm ready to play some Flux, you know, because the Flux capacitor from Back to the Future. Because that's what this is about, right?
Yeah.
I hear you're a little bit of a fan of Back to the Future. Is that correct?
Huge. I have like
Huge.
the biggest poster in my room of Michael J. Fox in the DeLorean and everything.
Sounds to me you're more of a Michael J. Fox fan than anything. All right, let's play.
Moving on from that.
So the current goal for the game is if you have the shovel and the chainsaw, you win the game.
Yeah.
So now, what is Flux exactly?
Yeah.
Well, it's like Flux, like change,
Okay, so
like
the,
physics.
So the rules are basically
The
changing.
rules are constantly changing during the game.
Okay, so this is a card game.
Yes. This is a card game, and
I'm gonna play
there's
an
been multiple.
action and steal Max's lumber.
Oh,
Thanks.
nice.
Steal a keeper from in front of another player.
Yeah. So it's a card game where
Max, you're up.
where you constantly make sure that you gotta be on your toes. And sometimes there are new rules, sometimes there aren't new rules. So you gotta make sure that you're focused and being prepared and being strategic and all.
So at the start of the game, it's just you draw one card and you play one card. So Max is up right now. So
All right, so I'm doing a new rule. The new rule is you must groan like a zombie every time you draw a zombie creeper. If you fail to do this and someone points it out, that player gets to move one of their creepers over to you.
Oh, this is like Quelf. I played
You gotta
with my
draw- you gotta
parents
draw a card,
during
though,
New
too.
Year's and stuff like that.
All right, well, I'm going to play that, put that over by the rules,
All right.
and I picked up a card. If you guys want to get a zoom in on this while
all right, Aaron, you're up.
Yeah.
Aaron plays.
Aaron, take.
Go for it.
Because don't I have to groan?
If you draw a zombie, you're
you draw
grown.
a zombie.
Oh, if I draw a zombie.
Zombie.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, this will simplify the actions. I'm gonna play an action here to play this card. Do whatever. Oh, okay. Let's see. Discard your choice of up to half, rounded up to the new rule cards currently in play. So.
Okay.
So discard your choice of up to half of the new rule cards. So
Okay.
this rule you get rid of, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
That was short.
Oh, fantastic.
I ain't groaning.
Yeah,
I ain't
hands up.
groaning today.
I ain't afraid of no groan. Okay, so I am actually going to do a new rule. Hand
Hand
limit.
limit 1.
Yeah, so
You can
if
only
it isn't your turn, you can only have one card in your hand.
Great.
So everyone has to.
Put the rest of them down.
You have to discard down to one card in
Yeah.
your hand.
At the end of your turn, though.
Yeah, if it isn't your turn.
No, it says if it isn't your turn, you can only have one. So everyone has to do it right
everyone
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, so
All right.
I'm great.
So I'll do that.
Oh, so we discard the rest of them?
You discard down to one card in your hand.
Yeah.
Ah, that stinks.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, Max had the ungoal.
and I am going to now because
That was your play, right?
yeah, that was my
Yeah.
play. So now that's gonna be
All right. So
oh, actually no,
draw
that's
this.
not what I want. This is what I want.
I'll play this action, draw 2, and use them.
All right.
So
So you get 1 and then you get 2.
when I play a new goal, it covers the previous goal, and that's the new objective.
What's the new objective?
Well, I got 2 goals, so I've got to play
Oh.
on both. So the new objective is you win if you have brains and at least one friend keeper on the table in front of you,
All right.
and no
Okay.
zombies. All right, so now Max is up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, I'm going to play an action. Zombie Jamboree. Gather up all keepers and creepers on the table, shuffle them together, and deal them back out to all players, starting with
All
yourself.
right, here's mine.
All right. Then. All right. Here's mine.
Use my coffee wisely.
So, I got 4 keepers, which are cards that you put in front of you. Shuffle them together, and just give one to everybody. That did not go as far
No,
as
that
I
did that slide.
Oh, hey, I got my baseball bat back.
Get the lumber.
I got your car.
All
So
right.
now I've evened the odds a little bit, redistributed the wealth.
Of course, of course.
All right, Aaron, you're up.
like
I am
everyone
up.
should.
All right. Let's see here.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go with this action here. Take a card at random from another player's hand and play it.
All right. So which one?
Which one of us do you wanna?
I'm going to take Johan's because it's close, and I don't really want to reach across the table. I'm lazy tonight.
It's a new goal. So.
Yeah, so we got a new goal here. We're going to go with, well, actually, both of these are goals. Or can I only
have to-
You have
You
the
have to-
action says you have to play.
I
what
have
you
to
take,
play
right?
one?
Yeah.
You have to play the one you took from you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna. You win if you have the can of gasoline and sandwiches on the table in front of you. I think that could be
Food and gas.
taken
There
care
you
of.
go.
It's good. It has to be a sandwich.
Yeah. it
The
has-
man is specific. He wants a sandwich. He wants his gasoline. Let's give it to him.
All right, Fran.
So the ungoal that you discarded is
Okay.
basically a little troll card that if you play it, nobody wins.
Oh,
I'm going to reset these rules. That's my action. Rules reset. So
Get rid of that.
oh, great.
It's kind of nice.
so
Nice.
now, yeah, because I was
Draw
kind of
one.
a moron.
I don't really have anything better to do, so I'll play no zombies. All zombie creepers in front of all players are instantly placed in the discard pile, but we have no zombies, so it does nothing.
We don't have any zombies.
How have we not drawn a zombie yet?
Flux, and we haven't seen one zombie yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
What is this? Who made this game?
Someone who didn't like zombies.
Apparently, he's just, you know, let's just trade stuff around. Why don't we just call this economics, Flux?
I'm going to change the goal to you win if you are the only player with a zombie creeper and you have on the table a shotgun or any other keeper that can be used as a weapon.
Okay.
A weapon one will say POW,
Yeah. So,
Oh, yep, that's my car.
so not the coffee.
yeah, that's my.
Yeah, so not the call.
I don't know. I'd say that coffee has a little kick in it, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. So I think
it's Aaron.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I have all right, new rule. Hand limit, 3 only.
3 only.
All right, well, that doesn't
Oh,
really do
man.
anything. No one has, has three.
So
Right.
there you go. You can only have 3 cards in your
No,
deck.
you're still drawing one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
drawing 1. I don't have any. I don't have anything. But you know what? I think that's gonna be all for Zombie Flux. Even though we didn't see a single zombie, you know. Oh,
They're
hey,
in there.
There it is.
found a zombie. So stick around. We'll be right back for a Animal Crossing review coming up. Coming up, Jacob Erickson with his review of Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Hello once again, Homescreen viewers. This is Jacob Erickson of the Homescreen staff, and I'm here with another review for all you lovely fans out there. This week, I present to you Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for the iOS. Wait, Pocket Camp isn't out yet? And it won't be out until late November. Oh, there's still some coverage of the game from Nintendo? Sweet, let's check it out. But before we do that, since Pocket Camp still has a bit of time to come out, why don't we delve into Nintendo's latest Animal Crossing title with Animal Crossing New Leaf? As always, a bit of history of the game. Amazingly enough, Animal Crossing New Leaf came out exactly 5 years ago to this exact time and date of this review, November of 2012 to now 2017. Being the fourth in the Animal Crossing series, there were a ton of expectations this game had to live up to. Not only did it live up to these fans' expectations, long-term and even newbies to the franchise, but New Leaf has been regarded as the 7th best-selling Nintendo 3DS game to this day. Now that we're more familiar with how successful the game's release was, and still is, let's go into the actual game itself. Animal Crossing New Leaf begins with you arriving at a station of your desired town name, like Pie Town, Happy Land, or even Hazardville. For the record, these are all real names of towns in the US. Look it up. You leave the station and are immediately welcomed as the mayor of this town. In contrast to other Animal Crossing titles, you will get to run and develop the town as you, the player, want it, where you're the mayor, not much of a villager. Whether it's building a bridge to cross a river, or even a water well and celebrate the grand opening with your townsfolk, Animal Crossing New Leaf has a lot to offer just in the first few minutes of gameplay. New Leaf also continues the idea of creating your own life away from reality. Kinda like Second Life, but more of a kid-friendly and actual fun kind of thing. From fishing in streams and oceans with your trusty fishing pole, to catching bugs with a net, and even excavating for fossils with a shovel around your town that can eventually be put into a museum, Animal Crossing, from a series standpoint, has allowed players endless play and discovery for the past decade. I'm being honest here when I tell you that this game really does immerse the player and will definitely consume most of your real-life time. When visiting the sandy beaches of Tortimer's Island, dancing and partying with online friends at Disco Lull, and even just running around picking up fruit to eat later, or to give to your townsfolk, who are these really cute animals that you can have conversations with, and that respond in their animalese to the player. New Leaf is most definitely a game of relaxation, and the soundtrack itself should be the first hint of just how amazing and chill this game really is. Besides walking around your town and managing it as mayor, there is also the fact that you can own and manage your own home, right there in your own town. You can hang stuff on the walls as decorations, place furniture, move and rotate it to your liking, and even style your character, or villager as described in future Smash Bros. Games, to what you want it to be. This styling can be done at Kix, the shoe store off of Main Street, or even the Able Sisters to provide you some sweet clothing and other apparel to make your character super unique. After exploring all there is to New Leaf, there's also the idea of Pocket Camp coming out later this month of November. From what Nintendo has released, Pocket Camp continues the town exploration aspect, but this time with a few new and more efficient improvements from their previous titles. From the trailer itself, there appears to be a van that you can customize from different menus, and what appears to be a Penguin Brothers to help out with that customization. Other than that, there's finally a super easy way to organizing your home. It may only be a few seconds of the trailer, but man, am I excited to finally not have to shuffle around my house to move my stuff, but rather customize and place furniture from a top-down perspective. Pocket Camp looks incredibly promising, and I can't wait for its release. That's all for tonight's review, ladies and gents. Have yourselves a wondrous night, and stay tuned for more Homescreen. Game on, everyone.
Hello and welcome to Real Talk, where this week, Aaron, what are we going to be talking about?
Well, if you have not been on the bus with us throughout 2017, so far we've been on the adventure throughout Marvel of so far exploring the galaxy with the Guardians as Star-Lord meets his father Ego, the living planet. We then meet...
Also known as Kurt Russell.
Oh, of course. And then we met Spider-Man this summer, and we see him becoming the Avenger that we all know and love him in the comics.
Yes.
And now it's time to go one more adventure, this time in 2017, just in time for the holiday season. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Thor Ragnarok.
Now, Ragnarok has been a very hyped up title.
Very hyped.
So tell me, what is the Norse god gonna go through? Or technically the Australian actor, Chris Hemsworth.
Well, Thor, last time we saw him, right? Age of Ultron way back in 2015. So it's been a while since we've seen him. And don't worry, he's gonna explain everything that's happened to him since the last time we saw him. He went to go look for those Infinity Stones, but well, let's just say he kind of brushes them off actually, and that kind of actually, I was hoping to get some answers of hopefully him finding some more information of that because the Infinity War is coming this summer.
It is.
So I was hoping to get some more information on that, so that was kind of disappointment in a way because I was so hyped, but you know what? That's okay, there's still more in store here of what happened on Thor's journey throughout this. I won't give any spoilers away, but I'll definitely say that Hulk definitely makes an appearance in this. If you haven't seen the trailers, they obviously give that away.
Of course.
And it is a phenomenal fight all the way through between those two, and it's great to see Hulk back as well because we also last time saw him in Age of Ultron. So we get to see both of these guys back at it again, fighting throughout the whole entire process of this whole entire thing of Ragnarok. Now you may think that Ragnarok is...
It's the Norse god. It's the Norse apocalypse.
It's the apocalypse. It's not a villain. It's an event of the actual end of Thor's homeland.
Or the world.
Exactly.
Depending if you read the mythology or not.
Right. Now, the other thing with this also is that it's just actually, you may think that this is actually going to be a really dark and really like intense movie, but if you haven't read the reviews for this yet, it's actually been the complete opposite. The past two movies, the first Thor And the second one, Thor: The Dark World, I didn't have much taste for, and those were really dark and really grungy, and I was hoping for some intense action, but the whole time it seemed like Thor was just throwing his hammer down like once. It's like, problem solved. But you know what? This time they actually encompass more actual combat with him, with flinging the hammer around, and you got like some really awesome music, kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, going on throughout the entire movie.
Oh, really?
So it's really interesting to have that as well, of like just some really 1980s music going on in the background, while you have Thor really kicking butt in the beginning throughout like a massive place and everything like that. It's amazing.
Yeah. And then we have the new villain.
Right, Hela.
Yeah.
Hela is like pretty much the goddess of death.
And she's been played by Kate Blanchett,
Right.
also known as the one elven chick from Lord of the Rings.
Right. So actually what's really surprising is that really we don't really focus mainly on the villain the whole time. It's mainly Thor and Hulk
And also Loki.
and Loki and everybody. It's pretty much a playful banter. Like I said earlier, you don't get a lot of like dark grunge action. It's literally a comedy the whole time. So if you haven't seen it yet, get ready for a lot of laughs, but still a lot of action. In my honest opinion, it leans about 75% comedy, and then the last 25% really action intense. So if it's up to me, definitely go see it. Definitely go and check out Thor Ragnarok, out now in theaters. And if you haven't seen it yet, here's the trailer.
Welcome back to Homescreen. We're just going to do a quick recommendation from each of us. So, first things first, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite games that I just played. It's called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Now, it is a standard point-and-click game. You have 8 options from pushing things to looking at things to talking to things, and you get to play as 5 characters, although separately, each with their own unique story. But the overarching one is that these 5 characters are all trapped in the underground of a supercomputer, and they are immortal, but they have this option, this one chance to escape and be free. And so it plays a lot with psychology. It plays a lot with different kinds of tropes. But the main premise is it's really deep, it's really dark, but it'll get you going. So what do you got, Ethan?
My recommendation for this week is Wolfenstein: The New Order.
What? New Order?
We can work with that picture. It's a Bethesda game that came out a couple of years ago. I played it this past summer. It was $30 on Steam. I had heard about it when it came out originally, but I feel like the game didn't get as much. It wasn't like super popular when it first came out, or at least not as popular as it should have been. Is one of the best games that I played over this summer, in addition to the Bethesda's Doom game. Pretty much, you shoot a bunch of Nazis. The story's really good. We talked about the new Wolfenstein 2 last week.
Although I really want to go into depth with it soon, so
Yeah.
maybe.
But ultimately, I would just say that, without spoiling a whole bunch of the game, if you're just a fan of kind of classic shooting games, this one is a lot of fun. It's super fluid. You get to dual-wield sniper rifles and like giant assault rifles, and kill a bunch of Nazis. So
I mean, what
else do you want to do?
Yeah, so that's it for Homescreen this week. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Johan Wyckoff, and he's been Ethan LaFerrier, and good night and good game.